Hello there, films. Welcome back to another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. I am your host, of course. I am your host, of course, Rachel V. Welcome back. I'm sorry, girls. I don't know what's happened to my voice, but I feel like I am trying to get sick a little bit. But we need to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. I'm just setting my mood because I'm in a happy mood. Can you guys tell? Can you films tell? So first, I want to say thank you so much for being here for another episode. And tonight we're going to talk about several different things. And one of them is about the Cabo Six and Shanquilla Robinson. But before I get into that, I want to really say this, right? When I was younger, I can say that I have been through some stuff with some people and people that I thought was my friends, right? And that literally has been, I want to say, the biggest problem I've had in my life, and it's associations to people. And I just want to say that moving forward, the way I look at friendships, the way I look at relationships is the one thing that I look for when it comes to cultivating relationships with people is I have to know if you have something to lose. Not only I have to know if you have something to lose, if you appreciate what you have and where you are in life at that moment. And the reason why that is so important is because why do I want to be in a relationship or have a relationship with someone that not only aren't on the same level, but they don't have anything that they feel like will keep them in line, if that makes sense. A lot of times, we are friends with people because of years. We're friends with people because of, circumstances, people we've been friends with from our hometowns or, neighborhoods, stuff like that. But that doesn't warrant a reason to be friends with a person. So let's get into this Cabo Six situation, right? When I heard the story, right, I heard about this young lady that was really doing well for herself. I believe she was 25 years old, Shanquilla. She was 25 years old. She had older parents. So, when you have older parents, they're settled and they have time to really nurture you and really get into you and really develop you in a way where, you are going to be a successful person. That's just my opinion. It's not law, but that's just what I think. And I was looking at the girl's pictures on Instagram, and she was beautiful. She was so pretty. She looked like she was well traveled. She looked like she invested in herself. She was running a really good business. She was a braider. So, braiders, they are making bank. So she looked like she was doing really well for herself. She looked like she traveled a lot within a year. And to be so young, she just really seemed to have her head on straight. I didn't know her personally, but I will say one of my childhood friends sisters comes to the salon to get her hair done, and she was giving me insight on the Cabo 6 and the young lady that died. And she knew the young lady that died personally. So she told me a lot about her personality and who she was as a person. And she just confirmed that this young lady was a really great soul. And, it's just unfortunate that she was so talented and she had a lot going for herself. But these 6 individuals decided to do something to her that was permanent, and that was take her life. It's a heartbreaking thing. And I mean, if you guys don't know the story, basically, 7 of people traveled to Cabo. And one of the guys that traveled, he got there a day later. So I believe it was 3 guys and 3 girls, I believe, and including Shanquilla. And it's a video that's circulating around. And on the video, you see this girl that's like, she's almost an Amazon type of girl. And she is slanging around Shanquilla. And it just looks so aggressive. It looks so painful. And I have to mention that Shanquilla, she was not fighting back. She wasn't defending herself. She just looked like she wanted it to be over. Whatever it was, she looked like, what the hell is going on? And she looked like she wanted the whole ordeal to be over. So, as I watched the video, the young lady didn't have on any clothes. Let's start there. She didn't have on any clothes. And not only did she not have on any clothes, it was being filmed. And all of these people that were on this trip were supposed to be her friends. Not only that, Shanquilla, the young lady that lost her life, she paid for the entire trip. Her card was used as the deposit, which was about $5,000 for the villa that they were all staying in. And, it's just this girl, she had a lot going for herself. She was very successful. She was very beautiful. She looked like she was, experiencing things in her life that just was, making her grow as a person. And here you have people around you on a trip that are doing you harm. Not only did they film it, I heard that it was planned. Like, this trip, obviously the trip was planned, but the altercation and the filming and the beating, that was planned. What kind of people are in the world today? Like, really? And you hear this phrase all the time, like, you have to protect your energy. But I feel like more than ever, that needs to be taken so seriously. Protecting your energy, protecting your vibe, protecting your space. When I go on trips, I don't go on group trips, right? I just don't. I prefer to go with really, really close friends. And if I do go on a trip, I need my own room. I need my own space. I need my own everything. I have a lot of girlfriends that like plan big events and big trips and, things like that. And the first thing I ask is who's going? Because I want to know who I'm going to be in the presence of and who's going to be in my presence. I guard my vibe, my energy so much because I know the type of person that I am. And once you learn the type of person that you are, you're not as easy and you're not It's free to want to be around people and to want people to be around you. You're just not like that. Last year I did this podcast and it was called Exclusive Like My Birkin. And that podcast was so meaningful to me because that's exactly how I feel. You know, I walk through the whole process of purchasing a Birkin and, you know, the whole process that you have to go through. And it's not, you can't just walk in a store and get a Birkin. Now they have like secondhand stores, all of that stuff, where you can get one that someone may have like sold and, you know, they just reselling it. But to go to Hermes and get a Birkin is a process. So keeping your energy is exclusive. It's so important, and it's something that I practice all the time. And I just don't play about that. Like, me and my sister talk about this all the time. You know, she's like, Rachel, you just have this air about you. You just have this, you know, this type of energy. And, you know, people want to be associated, not just with things, not just with success, but if you have a bright light that people notice and see, they want to know what's up with you. They want to know what's up with that. They just want to know. And sometimes, you know, these Cabo 6 and this young lady, Shanquilla Robinson, obviously, Shanquilla was a vibe. Obviously, these friends that she had were jealous of her. They wasn't her friends. They was just friends that wanted whatever they could get from her, whatever way that they could benefit from her. They wanted that, whatever it was. I mean, we're talking this girl paid for the trip, and you guys took her money and left. Not only did they beat her, they left her there. What the hell? It's no way that I'm going to leave a friend in a foreign place. It's not ever happening. And, you know, I don't want to blame it on youth, being young, being dumb. No, these people are grown adults. When you are a grown adult, like if you're planning a trip and you're booking a trip and you're going out the country and you're making decisions like that and you're drinking and you're doing all of these things, you're a grown adult. I'm sorry. It's just unexcusable. So the good thing is, the young lady, and let me get her name because I tried to block her name out of my mind because it's just so disgusting. That girl beat this girl down. Like, she was slinging her. Like, and my thing is, like, when you, Dejanay Jackson is her name. Like, Dejanay, you slung that little girl around and you beat her to a pulp and she wasn't fighting you back. And my thing is, if someone is not fighting you back, that means they don't want it. They don't want no problem. They don't want an issue. They don't want any of that. But this girl, I mean, she was like, she had like something against her. She had something that she wanted to get off her chest with her. And that's just not how you handle things. I feel like, and I don't know, I feel like it's with our culture too, with our Black culture. I feel like we don't have like, how can I say this? Skills on how to deal with conflict. Everything has to be a fight, or everything has to be a killing or shooting. Like, where is it where we can sit down, we can learn to agree to disagree, and we can really sit down and talk our issues and our problems through? This always has to be a violent moment. It always has to end with that. And when does that part stop? I'm not leaving this, and I'm not saying that it's just jealousy and you have to pick your friends wisely. It's more than that. It's like really us as like parents, me as a parent, I'm teaching my son certain things when it comes to life. Like, okay, you can have a temper, you can get upset, you can get mad, but putting your hands on someone, getting so upset when you want to hurt someone, is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Where is that going to get you? And now this young lady, Dejanay, you know, she has been expedited back to Mexico. Good. And I'm waiting to hear about the other members of Cabo 6. But that girl that did the initial beating, that girl that was the aggressive one, that girl that wanted to have it filmed, that girl that felt like she wanted to boss up and put her hands on somebody, she's going to jail. She is going to jail, and you are going to spend a lot of years in jail, because I feel like murder in Mexico, I think it's about 40 years, and these group of people are 20. So, homegirl, you're not getting out till you're 65 and good, because you shouldn't be putting your hands on anybody. You shouldn't. And I just think like your friends can be either the death of you, literally, or your friends can be a benefit to you. And that's one of the things I've been strict about when it comes to me having relationships with people. Every last one of my friends, I look up to all of my friends. Every last my core friends, my 4 core friends, these are people that I talk to every day. And I don't talk to people every day, but my core friends, I talk to them, I want to say like maybe every other day, every 3 days or something like that. But my core friends, they are booked and they are busy. They are not worrying about what I'm doing. You know, if it's an issue and I'm going through something, then they're worried. But my friends are successful. My friends are, they have lives. They are living their lives. They're living their lives big. They're living their lives grand. They are doing stuff. They have families. They have, husbands and wives and, relationships and businesses. They are doing what they need to do. And a lot of times the conversations that we're having, they're encouraging. We're setting plans. We're seeing where we can collab on things. It's always a positive thing. Where I have to hide my process in life or projects that I'm doing, or, just anything. Like, I just feel like that's a red flag right there when it comes to like friends and situations. I don't think that this young lady thought anything of her friends. I think she thought that they were down for her. I think this young lady thought that they liked her, they loved her. She just did not recognize that these were not for her. And it's really, really sad. And it's unfortunate that she had to lose her life behind jealousy and not knowing who should have around when you're going to the top. Because this young lady, from looking at her Instagram and looking at, the things that she planned for herself, and, she just did a beautiful photo shoot for her birthday. I think she was a Libra. She was just like a really pretty young girl. And she had so much going for herself. And one of the things I heard her parents say, her dad, he seemed like he was a very sensitive, loving father. And he said, I'm never going to have grandkids. And when I heard him say that, I was just like, wow, like, not only did you lose a child, you were robbed of the opportunity to have grandkids. And that's something that I want. Like, my daughter, she's 22 and my son, he's 11. So the 11-year-old, is no time soon. But my daughter, of course, I want to see her get married. I want to see her have a baby. I want all of that. I want, grandkids. I love children. I'm a nurturing person. So I just love that. I'm always, that mother side of me is never going anywhere. But I couldn't imagine raising my daughter to be 25. Like I said, my daughter is 22. I can't imagine her getting to 25 and somebody. I just couldn't imagine. And, I just think these people are going to get what they deserve. Once you put out a video, and I thought that was disgusting. Once that video surfaced of Dejanay Jackson beating Shanquilla to a pulp the way she did, it wasn't no way that they was going to get away with those lies. From my understanding, they told the parents that they called her parents and told the parents that Shanquilla died from alcohol poisoning. Not only did they tell her that, tell the parents that she died from alcohol poisoning, they stuck with that story and they went to the parents' house to tell them that story and to drop off her bags. And they just left her body in Mexico. And it's the most trifling, deceiving thing that you could do. Sitting on her parents' couch and coming up with that lie about that young lady and how she died and leaving the parents to figure it out is just mortifying. And it just shows the character of all of those people that was on that trip. I don't care who did what. I don't care who didn't do what. All of you are going to jail. Once you did not open your mouth to tell the truth, once you went along with the deceit and going along with this nasty lie, leaving that girl's body, you're going to jail. And they deserve it. They really, really do. So I want to move past that and just kind of talk about, because that's really heavy, and I've thought about it. I was like, it'd be really good for me to talk about it and say my piece and my give my perspective on it, and just kind of talk about it. If you femmes haven't heard about this situation, there's plenty of videos on YouTube about Shanquilla and Robinson and the Cabo Six, because that's what they're calling them, the Cabo Six. There's so many videos and information if you guys want to read up on that story. It's terrible, but you can see the young lady's pictures all over Instagram. She's an absolutely beautiful girl. She was very talented, and I am so happy that her parents are going to have some type of justice, and they're going to have some type of peace when it comes to, their daughter and the legacy of that young lady, But I do want to touch on, having the right friendships and having the right people in your life. I was talking about my four close core friends. And I have associates. I have close associates and I have associates. And I like to put people in compartments. And that's what you have to do, because everybody is not your friend. Some people are good for, if you have hobbies in common, a working out buddy, or someone that you like to shop with, and you guys can kind of oh girl, did you see the new this, the new that? And some people are just good for, hey, let's go out to dinner, maybe we can hang out, that kind of stuff. And then you have people that are distant, and I call these type of people close associates because I don't talk to you every single day. I'm not giving you my whole life. I don't give anybody my whole life story. Let me just say that. I just don't. I think it's okay to be private. I think it's okay to not share everything about yourself with everybody. I'm just that type of person. I don't have to share. I don't have to overshare. I don't have to do any of that. Even when I'm talking on my podcast, like I share what I want to share and I tell what I want to tell. And if I'm telling it, it's because I don't care if it's repeated, and I don't mind putting it out there. But close associates, they're close with me. I do consider them to be friends. It's just not my core friends. And my friends don't get offended. They know their place. They know what it is. And, associates is just like people I may do business with, or I consider them to be, cool. Like we can talk on the phones, shoot out a text, maybe do some, work together, collaborations, things like that. But these aren't people that I would, tell anything personal to, or, just tell anything personal to, or they may not be privy to, my personal life at all, but that doesn't mean that they're not good people. It doesn't mean that we don't share things in common. It doesn't mean that I have a problem or they're problematic or anything like that. It just means that, you're good enough, or you have earned a place in my life to just be an associate. Because to me, I feel like you don't need a whole lot of friendships. You don't need a whole lot of people around. You don't need a whole lot of people knowing your business, because to me, that's where things get messy. That's where things get complicated. And how can you have quality friendships if you have a bunch of things? It's just really not possible. So, and I don't like to spread myself thin. I don't like to, be over here and over there. And I don't like to be mixy. I'm not a mixy girl. Like, I'm just not. So that's just how I keep, things balanced in my life when it comes to friendships. I think it's important for, us as women, femmes. I think it's important for us to pay attention to the people that we have in our lives and be careful, because our friendships really do dictate our lives. It dictates our future. It just really tells a whole story. Like I say this all the time, like if you look at your 4 close friends and where they are, it will show where you will be. If you are hanging out with a girl that wants to run the streets, she wants to deal with different types of people, she's not doing anything with herself. And if that's your close friend, do you not think that that's going to rub off on you? Because it is. It is. Same thing if you have a girlfriend that's always calling you with the gossip. She's always calling you the latest tea. She's always in somebody's business. That is going to rub off on you. It is. Same thing if you have a girlfriend that is negative. She's always in a bad space. She always has an attitude. Everything pisses her off. She's never smiling. She's never excited. She looks at the glass as halfway empty instead of halfway full. That mindset is going to rub off on you. It's just simple. It's simple. So I think, that's just really paying attention to who we let in our space, who we let in our hearts, who we tell our business to, who we travel with, who we plan things with, who we start businesses with. All of these things are so important. And who we talk to on a daily basis is so important. I have been disappointed in my life by friends, so-called friends. Like I said, that has been a problem I'm so happy that this big age that I'm at, that I've mastered the shit. Like, I'm so happy that I can say, you know, I know who my tribe is. I know who my people are. I know, you know, and it just really feels good to know that, you know, I'm around people that's not going to hurt me. They're not trying to hurt me. They're not trying to take anything from me. They have something to lose like I do. They have, you know, just something to look forward to every single day when they wake up, you know. Films. Oh my God. So I do want to mention my Thanksgiving was amazing. I had the best Thanksgiving ever. Like, I haven't had a holiday like the one I had in a long time. So, you know, I know the last podcast I was talking about, like, you know, how to spend your holidays alone and, you know what to do. I hung out with my sister on Thanksgiving. I was so happy to see my sister. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I told you guys that she just purchased a brand new home. Oh, she wouldn't mind because she posted on Instagram. She purchased a brand new 5-bedroom house. So gorgeous. My niece and my nephew look so happy. When I got there, she was putting up the tree and she was like hanging decorations, and you know, she was just like so happy, and you know, she was happy to see me because I haven't seen her in a while, and I was just so excited for her. I was so happy for her. I can't wait to, you know, infringe my decorating style on her ass, because I am going to be picking out furniture and stuff. I'm just so happy for her. Shout out to Robin V. Girl, you did that, girl. Wait. I'm going to get this right. Hold on. There it is. I haven't used these buttons in so long. But anyway, I'm so happy for you, Robin. Like, you have accomplished so much in your life. And it just really shows the progress and what you're doing. And I'm just so happy for you. Also, I went to my girlfriend's house. She just bought a brand new home here in Miami, Florida. Her house is so gorgeous. Rashida, I love you, girl. I'm so happy that I was able to come over, because I was caught all the way up. I didn't think I was going to make it because I was having a good time on Thanksgiving. But hey, boo, shout out to you. Thank you for, making my Thanksgiving nice and grand and exciting and romantic and all of that. Thank you. I'm just, really grateful and in a grateful space. I'm so happy. Films, I don't know if you guys have seen all of the nice new merchandise that I've been posting on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, but you girls are really loving everything. I love the feedback that I'm getting. Like, one of the things, I think the tracksuit, I'm sold out of that. I just reordered yesterday, so I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about this new cookbook. I know that I said that it was going to be out for Thanksgiving, but things happen. And that's one of the things that I have been learning to do is, like, when you can't control something, just let it go. It may not have been meant to, happen at that moment. And it's going to happen. Things are going to happen as long as you stay the course. My girlfriend, Vicky, shout out to you, girlfriend. You tell me this all the time. Stay the course. Stay on course. As long as I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, things will happen when they should and when they are supposed to. Well, ladies, it is time for me to get out of here. I love spending time with my femmes. I am just so busy. I know that I have not been doing my weekly podcast because, like I said, I've been caught up a little bit, and I just been working on a lot of other things, bringing other things to fruition, and just all of my plans. It's really been happening. So I'm just setting up different systems, putting different things in place so that I can continue to make sure that I do this weekly. But just bear with me. I'm here. I still show up. But femmes, listen, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Please make sure you share the podcast with someone that may need, to tap into their feminine energy and really beef up their feminine aura, because 2023 is coming, it's happening, and we need to stay the course, like my girlfriend will always say. So share the channel with a friend. That's how we grow. Please like, comment. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, please. I want this channel to grow as much as it can. Until the next time, I will see you ladies later. Look at me. I know how to work my buttons now, so I'm excited about that or whatever. Make sure you guys check out our new website, which is RachelMedia.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff. If you guys are already following me, thank you. If you guys are already subscribed to the channel, thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.